Here's a question that costs poker players money every single night, and most of them don't even know it. You're in a hand. There's money in the middle. Your opponent's bet. You've got a decent hand, but not a sure thing. Do you call or do you fold? Most people answer that question with a feeling, I think I'm good, or I've got a bad feeling about this one. By the end of this video, you're going to answer it with a number, and that one shift from a feeling to a number is the single biggest jump from I play poker to I actually know what I'm doing. It's called pot odds, and I promise you, if you can split a dinner bill, you can do this. Let me strip poker away for a second, because pot odds isn't really a poker idea. It's a betting idea. Poker just happens to be where it shows up. Imagine I offer you a bet. You give me $1. If you win, I give you back your dollar plus one more. So you risk $1 to win $1, even money. Now, would you take that bet if you win half the time? It's a wash. You break even forever. But what if I told you you'd win more than half the time? Now you should take it every single time, right? And if you win less than half the time, you should never take it. That's the whole game. That's pot odds in one breath. You're comparing the price of a bet to your chances of winning it. Poker just dresses it up with cards and chips. The two numbers you need. To make this decision, you only ever need two numbers. Number one, the price. How much do you have to pay to stay in the hand, compared to how much is already sitting there waiting for you to win. Number two, your chances. How often will you actually end up winning the hand? Get those two numbers, compare them, and the decision makes itself. Let's get the first one. Picture a real spot. There's $100 in the pot. That's the pile of chips in the middle everyone's fighting over. Let's say your opponent bets $50. Now pause. Look at what's actually in front of you. If you want to call, you have to put in $50. And if you win, you scoop up everything that's in there, which is now the original 100 plus their $50 bet. That's $150 you're trying to win for a cost of $50. So the price is risk 50 to win 150. Let's simplify that like a recipe. 150 divided by 50 is 3, so you're getting 3 to 1. Say it out loud, 3 to 1. That means every $1 you risk, there's $3 waiting to be won. That's a good price. The question is, good enough for what? Hold on to that thought, because now we need your chances. Here's the situation with your cards. Let's say you're on a flush draw. Don't worry if that's new. All it means is you have 4 cards of the same suit, say 4 heart. If just one more heart shows up, you complete your flush, and you almost certainly win. So how many cards help you? In a deck, there are 13 cards of every suit. You can see 4 of them. That leaves 9 hearts still hiding in the deck. That would complete your hand. Those 9 cards have a name. We call them your outs. Outs are simply the cards that turn your losing hand into a winning one. Count your outs, and you basically counted your chances. Now you might be thinking, okay, 9 cards, but how do I turn that into odds without doing math in my head? At the table, there's a beautiful, simple shortcut poker players use. It's called the rule of 2 and 4. If there's 1 card left to come, take your outs and multiply by 2. That's roughly your percent chance of hitting. If there are 2 cards to come, multiply by 4. So with 9 outs and 1 card to come, 9 times 2 is 18. You've got about an 18% chance of completing that flush. That's it. No memorizing charts. 9 outs, multiply by 2, 18%. You can do that in the 2 seconds it takes you to sip your drink. Now we've got both pieces. Let me line them up. The last step is to make these two numbers speak the same language so we can compare them fairly. We turn the price into odds 3 to 1. Let's turn that into percentage too, so it matches our 18%. Here's the trick for that. Take your odds 3 to 1 and add the two numbers together. 3 plus 1 is 4. Then ask yourself, 1 out of those 4 parts is my cost, so 1 out of 4 is 25%. So what that 25% number really means is, to make this call worth it, you need to win at least 25% of the time. And how often do we actually win? 18%. So here's the moment of truth. You need a quarter of the time to break even, but your hand only wins 18% of the time. Your chances are smaller than the price is asking for. Therefore, that's a fold. Not because you have a bad feeling, because the math says you'd lose money making that call over and over, and that's the entire point. You just made a decision with a reason behind it. Let me show you the flip side, because this is where it clicks. Same flush draw, same 18% chance, but now imagine the pot is bigger, and calling is cheaper relative to it. Say you only have to call, and you're getting 5 to 1 instead of 3 to 1. Now the price is asking you to win about 17% of the time, and you win 18%. Now it's going to be a call. Same cards, same draw, but the only thing that's changed was the price, and the price flipped the decision. That's the whole lesson right there. A hand isn't just good or bad. A call isn't right or wrong on its own. It depends on the price you're getting. Pot odds is how you read that price. Now I'm going to be straight with you, because you'll hear about this eventually. Real poker has one more wrinkle. Sometimes you call a slightly wrong price, because if you do hit your hand, you'll win even more money on later bets. Players call that implied odds. The extra money you expect to make down the road. It can tip a close fold into a call. Don't worry about that today. I just don't want anyone in the comments thinking I hid the ball. For now, master the core skill. Count your odds, price the pot, compare the two. Get that automatic first, and the fancy stuff builds right on top of it. Let's lock in. 3 steps every time you're deciding whether to call. 1. Price the pot. What do I pay versus what's in there to win? Turn into odds, then a percentage. 2. Count your chances. How many outs do I have? Multiply by 2 for 1 card, 4 for 2 cards. 3. Compare. Is my chance of winning bigger than the price is asking for? Bigger means call, smaller means fold. That's pot odds. It's the first real tool in a poker player's toolbox, and now it's in yours. Subscribe. Next time we'll be reviewing counting outs like a pro, so make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.